Good morning. Today, once again, we begin with our class 10 Commercial Application Chapter 2. The name of the chapter Marketing Mix, that is the 4 P's. What are these? We will study. But first of all, we should know that in order to achieve its marketing objectives, every business enterprise prepares a marketing plan. A marketing plan involves decisions concerning several elements. For example, the product to be sold, the price to be charged, the method of distribution, and the product and the techniques of promoting sales. Moving further, we should first of all know the meaning of marketing mix. Now, in order to satisfy the human needs, we all know that for human needs or the wants of the customers, every business firm plans an appropriate marketing mix. Now, again and again, I am saying marketing mix without telling you what is marketing mix. So, we should know what is marketing mix. The marketing mix refers to a combination of 4 basic elements. Again, I repeat, combination of 4 basic elements, including of what are these elements? The 4 elements are the product, the price, the promotion activities, and the place or distribution system. So thus we say they are the 4 P's. Again I repeat, product, the price, the promotion activities, and the place or distribution activities. So 4 P's are there, and these 4 P's are very closely interrelated because decision of one area influence action in another. In the book, William Stanton has said, I will just read for you. William Stanton, marketing mix is a combination of 4 elements: product, price, distribution, and promotion activities used to satisfy the needs of an organization, target markets, and at the same time achieve its marketing objective. In short, if we study, what William Stanton is trying to say is that whenever the marketing mix is made, it is made to satisfy the human needs for a targeted group and also for the achieving its marketing objectives. Now, marketing mix represents the total marketing program of an enterprise. But we should know that different customers group differ in their income, education, habits, and preferences, and they may respond to the same marketing mix in a different manner, altogether in a different manner, and thus marketing mix should be designed to suit a particular market. Now here the basic purpose why the marketing mix is there. It says the basic purpose of the marketing mix is to satisfy the needs and wants of customers in the most effective manner. Ultimately, we are doing all this because we want to satisfy the customer. And thus, it says here, the need of customers change, marketing mix may have to be changed from time to time. That means marketing mix is a dynamic concept and helps the enterprise to meet the present and future needs of the identified market and also to achieve the goals. Goals means the profit goals. That means we are doing whatever the marketing is being made by the business enterprise, marketing mix is made. They are first satisfying the needs, and always remember the needs differ from customer group to customer group because some are demanding something else because of their income, some are demanding something else because of their education, some are demanding else because of their habits and preferences. And thus we study that marketing mix is an important due to the following reason. First reason is it is decided keeping in view the needs and desires of the target group of customers. That means it helps the firm to increase the sales and profit. When you decide for a particular or a target group of customers, thus you will be doing or making that marketing mix which will suit them, and thus ultimately the business enterprise will increase their sales and increase their profit. Number 2 says maintains a balance between various elements which are interrelated. That means marketing mix represents an integrated approach of marketing. Third point says it serves as a link between business firm and its customers. So marketing mix is basically pursuing customers oriented marketing. That means whatever marketing is done, it is done for the basic purpose of the customers. So we should understand that is the basic purpose of customers have to be taken care of, and we should not forget that without the customers nothing can be done. And the fourth point says marketing mix is changed with changes in the requirement of customers. It changes. That means it is not rigid, it keeps on changing with the needs of the customer. It helps in maintaining an equilibrium between the business and its marketing environment. So this in short, what about the marketing mix and what are the important, why it is important. Now we see the elements one by one. The elements of marketing mix, just now I have already said, there were 4 P's comprising of product, price, place and promotion. 4 basic elements, and these are a very important topic in marketing mix. The 4 P's or the 4 important topic for marketing mix points, elements. And first one says about the product mix. The name itself is telling us product mix is a combination of various features relating to the product. That means whatever we will study about the product, which includes the decisions concerning the quality, the size, the range, the package, brand name, label, warranty and services. Now whatever we are doing for a targeted group. Targeted means the specific group of customers rather than at customers at large. We are not talking about the customers at large, we are talking about making the product. Product mix is made in a manner concerning the target group, because customers are thinking a product to be a bundle of satisfaction. Please make a note. I'll repeat. Consumers consider a product as a bundle of satisfaction rather than a physical item. I will explain with an example. The buyer is buying a washing machine. Now buyer, as we all are buyers, sometimes you have purchased, I have purchased, and when we buy a washing machine, what we go and search in the washing machine? Do we go for a metal box or a plastic or electronic components? No, my dear students, we go for the speed and the comfort and the trouble-free operation and other things which we want to, so that when it is used by us, we are satisfied. We don't say that no, we want this metal box and this and nothing. We want washing machine. For us is a bundle of satisfaction. It gives satisfaction when it cleans, washes our clothes, and thus we are happy and satisfied. Number 2 point says about the price mix. Price mix, the price itself is talking about the basic price of the products. Discount, that means price mix involve decisions regarding the basic price of the product. Discount, allowances, credit, and terms of payment. It is these points are concerning with the price. Price means the money value that the customer has to pay. What is the money, the price, the money value that the customer is wanting to pay in exchange of the product? Supposing you go and buy a bread. So bread is costing 25 rupees. You go and you pay 25 rupees for the bread, and then you come and say, what is the price of the bread? You say 25 rupees, and thus this is what the consumer is paying. But price should always be kept in decided keeping in the view the cost of producing and marketing product. That cost of producing and marketing it, that has to be considered, plus the purchasing power of the target group. To whom are you going to sell your product? That is there. Degree of competition, that means 3-4 things have to be considered. Firstly, the cost of product. Secondly, the target group is there, the purchasing power of the target group, and the marketing and marketing of the product. Then the degree of competition, and also profit margin desired by the seller. And sometimes we don't understand the discount and allowances to be offered to the dealers and customers as an incentive, because every enterprise or every seller wants to increase the sales. So sometimes they give there, sometimes some discounts are given, and other things which we will study more. So price has to be considered and decided keeping in mind all what I have just said. Once again I will repeat for your convenience: the cost of producing the product, and the marketing cost, purchasing power, and then the target group, the degree of competition, profit margin, discount, allowances, and offer, and the customers discounts and allowances to be offered to the dealers and customers. Third point says about the place or physical distribution. Yes, here the place or distribution consists of all the activities involved in transferring ownership and physical possession of the product to consumer. This is what the place or promotion mix is consists of. Its purpose is to make the product available, or product and services. When we say product, we are talking about services also, available to the customers at the right time and at the right place. In commerce, and when we are doing this thing, we must understand that right time and right place is very, very important, which should be considered in the place or distribution mix. Distribution mix, my dear students, include two things. One is called the channels of distribution, and secondly it is called the physical distribution. Physical distribution, first of all, includes all those activities which are involved in moving products or services from manufacturer to consumer. How does the good move from the manufacturer to the consumer in a physical form? All those activities are called physical distribution. Now, what are those activities? If you say, I ask you, then it is simply two types of activities called the transportation and storage. These are the basic activities involved in physical distribution, called again transportation and storage. In this channel of distribution are the routes. Routes are the ways. R-O-U-T-E-S. Sometimes we get confused, R-O-O-T-S. No. We are not talking about biology or plant. We are talking about totally business field, and we are talking about the marketing mix. And these are the routes. R-O-U-T-E-S means the ways through which goods move from the producer to the consumer. And a firm has to decide whether to sell directly or sell through middlemen. That means middlemen also are there, and the number and types of middlemen should also be decided in the place or physical. How many middlemen will be there? fourth point says about the product mix. Product mix we have studied, price mix we have studied, place mix we have studied, and the fourth point here is the promotional mix. Promotion mix consists of persuading. It aims at all the activities aimed at persuading consumer to buy the product. Here you have made it all according to the consumer. Now your purpose is to buy. The purpose is persuade the customer so that they come and buy the product. First element of promotion mix. This is another very important points. Promotion mix. The elements of promotion mix are, first one is says about the advertising. Advertising activities concerned with providing product information to customers through newspaper, radio, television, and other non-personal media. It is paid by the seller. Always remember, advertisement is paid by the seller, and all the information, that means advertisement is giving information to its customers. Personal selling, another point says in the another element is personal selling. Personal selling means face to face communication between the seller or its representative with the buyer, and the buyer. Salespersons of enterprise assist and persuade the prospective buyer to buy the product. Third element here is sales promotion. Sales promotion is, it means increasing sales through short-term promotional activities such as displays, demonstrations, fashion shows, exhibition, prize contest, coupons, etc. These are aimed at supporting advertising and personal selling. That means here we should understand sales promotion is promoting the sales. Now how can you promote the sales? The basic things are like displaying or prize contests or demonstrations or fashion shows, exhibitions, coupons. Sometimes you get Inami coupons or the coupons, scratch coupons or something like that when you buy a product. Those are comes under the sales promotion. The next fourth point says publicity. It is means the mention of a company. Publicity. Mention of a publicity means mention of a company, a brand or product in newspaper, journal, radio, etc. Any favorable news comes on the media is very good for the company, and it will attract more and more customers. It will give an impact on the customer. More and more customers. Publicity is not paid by the seller. Please mark it. Publicity is not paid. Where advertising was paid, publicity is not paid. And when you don't pay, you do not have any control over what the media will mention. The business people, enterprise does not have any control about what on the media, what the media like the newspaper, journal and the radio, etc., television is doing. If the news comes good, it is beneficial for the company, and for then the more and more customers are attracted. Now we start with another topic called the very important topic is the factors influencing marketing mix. Now, as I just said, that marketing mix depends upon several internal and external factors. Internal factors are controllable and external factors are uncontrollable, or you can say you cannot control. Internal factors include the nature and size of the firm, the policy of the management is objective. External comprise of the following things. Internal management we understand, its objective we understand, what is the nature and size of the firm we understand, because these are all made by the management. But that is controllable, that can be controlled. But now we talk about the factors, and here external factors now we are discussing. First one, customers. Customers, as we know, is designed to, obviously every marketing mix is designed to satisfy the customers. But what happens, and they differ in their taste and education and buying habit, and thus it is very important to satisfy the customers. and different customers, their number is different, the location is different. So customers are very, very important, and thus you cannot control the customer. Sometimes the customers come to the business enterprise, and sometimes they do not come because of any of the factors which we just discussed, maybe the income, the education, the location, the number. Sometimes you ask, why are you coming, sir? It is the distance is a big problem, or the buying motives have changed. Number 2 says about the competitors. The number, size and strength, marketing strategy, product range, etc. of the competing firms exercise and significant influence on marketing mix. Marketing mix have to consider what the competitors, what is the number of competitors, what is the size, what is strength, what are the marketing strategies, what are the product range, etc. All these things have to be considered. Third point says about the dealers. The attitude, motives and other aspects of wholesalers, retailers and other traders also influence the marketing mix of the firm. Fourth, government. Government rules and regulation concerning products, prices, advertising, sales promotion, trade practices need to be considered while designing the marketing mix. So we must understand, government is ours, the rules and regulations have to be considered, and government keeps on changing the rules and regulations, and thus we should also keep on adjusting the marketing mix. The process of determination the marketing mix or marketing decision making consists of following steps. First thing, identification. First of all, we should all see that marketing department must identify the target group customer to whom the sales have to be made. First of all, we should make sure for whom are the sales going to be made, and thus we should take, first of all, identify. We should come to know for whom the sales are to be made. Number 2 says analysis. Once the target market is identified, the next step is to discover and understand the needs and desire of the customer. Once you have come to know for whom are you going to sell, who you are going to sell, then second thing is what are they wanting, the needs and desire. Marketing research is used to locate and analyze the target market. In this, what the marketing is necessary to know is the number, location, buying power and motive of customer. In this, we should also understand to know and also know the nature of competition, dealers' behavior and government regulation must be analyzed. Further, we should understand design. The appropriate mix of product, price, promotion and channel is designed. Design involves not only the determination of each component but the proper integration of individual variables so that they reinforce one another. Testing. Another step is testing. Once the design is ready, the testing, it is desirable to make a test run of the marketing mix. Once you have made the marketing mix, let's test it. The design mix may be used in small group. First of all, test on a small group of customers. The reaction will be indicate the adjustment required in the marketing mix. Try it out, test it out, and then adaptation is the last step. After the necessary modification, once the modification are made, the marketing mix is adopted and put into use. The adopted mix should be evaluated. Yes, once you have made it, please evaluate the marketing mix from time to time, and it must be adapted to changes in the environment of the firm. Now we talk about in detail about the product mix. The very first thing says the product mix. The term product mix refers to all the features of the product to be offered for sale. Just now we have studied this. The main components are the range. First one, range of product to be offered for sale. What is the range of product? The firm may decide to sell a complete line of products or one or two products. For example, cosmetic is a product line, powder, cream, lipstick, bindi, nail polish, etc. are various products in this line. Next point, brand name of the product. Next, package of the product, and next, label of the package or product. Product mix has various dimensions. Width of marketing mix or width of product mix, implies the number of product lines which a firm offers for sale. For example, if I say Bajaj Electrical has wide product mix, consider of bulb, tube, mixer, grinder, toaster, iron, etc. This is the width. The depth of product mix refers to number of products in several lines. For example, Hindustan delivers several types of bathing soap. This is the depth. In soap, number of soaps, we all know, Lux, Rexona, number of soaps are Lifebuoy, all are made by Hindustan Lever. The main factors which influence the product mix are: first one, niche preference, income level, education level, profession, etc. This is just what we have studied. B says policies and actions of competitors. C says financial resources of firm. D, marketing policies and programs. And E says technological development. Next topic says packaging. Packaging refers to, here one should understand what packaging means, and please mark it. Refers to wrapping, creating, filling or compressing of goods to protect them from spoilage, preference, breakage, leakage, etc. Why are we packing the goods? Packaging keeps on the wrapping, creating, filling of or compressing of goods to protect them. Sometimes some fragile goods are carried from one place to another. So then it is packed, and inside also some kind of cushioning is given. That is called packaging nicely, so that there is no spoilage or breakage or leakage of those products. Sometimes the goods are packed in proper containers. Bulky material like cotton jute are compressed into bales. Liquid materials like oil and wine are also put in bottles, barrels and cans. Heavy goods are created and fragile places in boxes, tins and special containers. Thus packaging means placing product in suitable package for safe and easy handling. This is what packaging is. On the other hand, if we say packaging involves designing and producing appropriate package for product, it is considered or concerned with the determination and convenient size lots in which the product is to be put in the market. Sometimes we see the boxes containing 100 pieces of soap, or maybe another says 200, 500 accordingly. So it says, and the creation of the proper packages for different lot size. A package is used, maybe a package is a case or a container or a wrapper or any other receptacle used in packaging form. A package is more than and simply a carrier. It is not a carrier, but it is more than a carrier. It is not simply a protective device, but performs several functions on a selling tool. In recent years, packaging has in itself become an industry, and various types of containers have to be devised to secure better result. It says it has become in itself an industry. Packaging provides several benefits in the marketing of goods. Packaging provides several in the marketing of goods. So it says here, a good package protects the product from damage. First of all, from damage and deterioration during transportation and storage. Second says, package helps in identifying the product by indicating its nature and content. If you seal the package, the sealing of the package, the product can save the customer from any misuse or anything. Third point says, packaging facilitates the branding of a product. Brand name and mark can be easily printed on the package. And then fourth says, Packaging reduces the cost of transport and storage and widens the market. And fifth says package often has reuse and resale value of the customers. Tins and dalda, rat, etc. are often used by housewives for storing provisions in the kitchen. Empty package may be sold by the consumers. So 5 points we have studied here, and we understand. Now we study the good package has several features. What are the features of a good package is? And it says here, it should be convenient to handle and use. First thing, so that convenient means it should be easy to open and close, and should fit well into the cupboard, drawer, or a fridge or a refrigerator. Second point says the package should contain aesthetic satisfaction in terms of design, neatness, and beauty. That means it should be eye-catching and attract immediate action or attention. Third one says it should be safe and should be capable of protecting the product. It should build customers' confidence by telling the true story of the product. The packaging should itself tell what is the product inside. The package should establish its own identity appropriate to the product in terms of users' expectation. It should provide distinct personality and status of the product. And the 6 point says it should have repack or resale value. Package should be economical in relation to the value of the product. The package, sometimes the product is less costly than the package. The packaging should be economical. So boys, we are talking about this now, and we will continue with this. And the next point says about the labeling. Labeling implies putting identification mark on the labels of the package. We have heard about this labeling, putting the identification mark. A label is an important feature of the product as it provides useful information about the product and its producer. A label may be a part of the package or may be directly attached to the product. Sometimes the label is attached to the product. It is used to communicate the brand, grade, or other information of the product. This, though we understand what label is. Good label should provide following information. Firstly, the name and address of the producer. Secondly, weight and measurement. Thirdly, direction of the proper use, how to use it, date of packaging, and fifthly, maximum retail price including local taxes. So all these things have to be there in the labeling. Label are of three types. Three types of label. Firstly, brand label indicates the brand of the product. The descriptive label is another. Provides written information. It is talking about the written about the basic material, the basic weight, contents of performance, use, expiry date, and other features. Consumer favor and grade the label, while the sellers are more interested in the descriptive label. The foregoing description shows that packaging, branding, and labeling are important and integral constituents of product planning and development. They help to match products to the market needs and exercise considerable influence on the sale of the product. So today, boys, we have just studied about the marketing mix, the types of marketing elements of marketing mix, the importance of marketing mix, and what are the factors influencing the marketing mix, in which we have clearly mentioned and clearly studied about the various types of marketing mix, where we are talking about the elements in detail, product mix, packaging, labeling, all these things we have just seen. And now in our further second lecture, we will study about the product life cycle. So for now, thank you and have a nice day.